Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some very intriguing news and kind of sad news to go and report on, where a lot of folks out here are getting upset at Xbox itself. Now, as you guys do or do not know, these past few weeks, we've had a really big plethora of brand new news of Xbox games and Xbox exclusive titles going to, say, PlayStation, the Switch, or as well even making places like on Steam. I think most people are okay with like PC, it's usually like a net neutral, but when it comes to consoles, you have to basically go and pick and choose on which one you want to go and buy. And right this second, a lot of folks are getting upset with Xbox with this ongoing news that, hey, like you can maybe have a chance to play Indiana Jones, play Halo, play games such as, Hi-Fi Rush, Sea of Thieves, which were basically PlayStation not accessible. Like you wouldn't be able to go play it on PlayStation. But when it comes to Xbox, there's always like a perk. There's a Game Pass perk, or you get to have that just you have to go buy and play in the first place. It was a nice perk for the consoles. But now PlayStation folks, Nintendo Switch folks may have a chance to get these games, and then people are sitting here wondering why they bought their Xbox console in the first place. So right now, I think a lot of folks are upset, and I'd like to hear your thoughts and comments on this topic as we go into it on this video. Like, are you someone who bought Xbox and you're kind of getting a little bit sad on the news? It's totally okay if you are, but like, are you on that boat? Are you someone who has Xbox and PlayStation, so you don't mind? Do you have like PC and the PlayStation like me, so you don't really care because you get Game Pass either way? I want to hear your thoughts and comments on all this news down below. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. Leave a like, thoughts, comments down below. The Twitter or Twitch stream if you guys want to follow. And of course, sign up for Webull. Deposit any bit amount of money. You get a bunch of free stock down below. And let's dive into this kind of big drama going on. So as I kind of recapped, if you guys missed it, Microsoft has pretty much been saying for brand new games such as the Indiana Jones game and the Great Circle could be arriving on the PlayStation, and it's not a pure Xbox exclusive. Or other games such as Hi-Fi Rush and Sea of Thieves, Sea of Thieves has been pretty much a big game where people are looking at it. They want to go and play it. We're hearing the rumors it might end up on the Switch. We're hearing rumors it's going to end on the PlayStation 5. And now apparently Xbox executives, just kind of give a quick recap, are also stating that they want this to happen. Like they're basically confirming these rumors and these leaks and everything else seem to be true, or the Xbox exclusivity is pretty much maybe even just a small time window, think like 6 months, 3 months, or whatever it might be, and then maybe even a year, and they then have a chance to go and mitigate those games over to things, say like PlayStation. So Starfield was now rumored to be brought over to PlayStation to be sold once again, or things like what you can even see on the screen, Indiana Jones. And that leads a lot of folks being curious on, what do I do with my Xbox? Obviously, there's always like the console wars and the back and forth and seeing like, do I want to get an Xbox or PlayStation? And there are some folks that are pure only on Xbox. There are some folks that are pure only on PlayStation. And obviously, if you chose Xbox this generation, we're now seeing a lot of folks getting upset about why the season even has been happening. We have over Gene Park tweeting, stating, why are people getting mad their game is on a different plastic box? Basically, with this ongoing news of, say, like, everything on Microsoft, like we're pretty much hearing news for pretty much everything, is coming maybe to PlayStation. And well, why are people upset? Because if $500 meant a lot to me, and it does mean a lot for a lot of folks, especially with the job market, the economy, and just in the fact alone, you get to spend like $1,000 over time to enjoy your console. It's like $550 to get your console. You want to buy games, you want to get Game Pass. It adds up. Like you want to get controllers, whatever it might be. It costs a lot of money, PlayStation or Xbox. And at the same time, they go and say, I'd be salty to invest it on a plastic box that only had Starfield, but not Final Fantasy VII Remake and Spider-Man. Instead, if I could have spent it on the box that does. And that makes a lot of sense, because it's like you could either have everything, so say on PlayStation, you could have everything and the cool exclusives that people want, but you also have to maybe wait a little bit for the Xbox ones, which, not to like start comment fights or make me seem bad, I think most people would agree that PlayStation exclusives are better. Think God of War, think Horizon, think Last of Us. And while I do think Xbox has some really cool games, but at the same time, I'd probably go and play most of my games on PlayStation. Just in my take. I play the Xbox games. I'm excited for Indiana Jones. Whenever they make Fable, I'm going to play it. Hellblade, I'm going to play it. But at the same time, it's not really a console seller for me. Something like Spider-Man 2 might be, or something like God of War, Ragnarok might be. Those are really good, solid games. Not saying bad about Xbox, just trying to say. And that's true. Like, would you rather have an Xbox that you get Game Pass on, which is nice? Or would you rather go have PlayStation where you get all the same games either way? You just have to get them maybe 3, 6 months, or a year later. PlayStation to this day, I don't think has ever really given an exclusive. There was MLB The Show, but it's kind of like a weird caveat because they were paid for it. It's kind of weird. But when it comes to this stuff, like we haven't seen God of Wars or Spider-Mans into Xbox consoles. And I can see why people would be upset, because if you're Xbox and like you like your Xbox, you're happy you get your Xbox Series S or X. Think Baldur's Gate. Like they got Baldur's Gate first, so all like the fun memes and the initial hype and all that time playing the game, and even the game of the year, you did not have a chance to play the game until a while later. Now that's okay, like you still got it. Like that's kind of how it'd be the reverse for PlayStation, but for other various games. Like there's a FOMO, but you want to have everything. I'm one of those people where if I know I'm gonna get it like a year from now, I don't mind waiting, and that's fine. Like, unless it's like a crazy game, like say maybe like Pal World. I can see why people on PlayStation would be upset about that one. But Pal World most likely is going to come to PlayStation in the future. Now, it's kind of that same thing I mentioned. Like, you kind of lose that hype cycle where everyone's talking about it. Same with Starfield. Like, you kind of lost that a little bit. But if you just really, truly, for the love of the game, want to play the game, then you go and you can just wait. It's fine. So all these people that want to play Starfield, if they just never got an Xbox or PC to go get out on Game Pass or whatever, guess what? If they wait a little bit longer, they can get it on PlayStation. And now I still think for the company, Microsoft, that's smart. Like, it's fine. Like, they're going to go make extra money. People who want to play Starfield, want to go play this Indiana Jones, whatever, they get their few months of exclusivity. It's kind of what PlayStation does, but PlayStation just doesn't put on other consoles. So they're still making money, like Hi-Fi Rush. Like, most people who want to play it have already played it. They know about it. They're fine. But maybe you have Switch people or maybe PlayStation people who just couldn't play it. They don't have a PC, they don't have an Xbox. So now they have a chance to resell it, which makes sense. I always say this with Call of Duty. Makes sense. You're going to make money regardless of microtransactions on Halo, Call of Duty, Overwatch. Like, put it on every console because you want to make that money, keep the player base alive. But obviously, people who have a pure Xbox are upset because they want some more. Now, some folks are even saying and making jokes like, Xbox still has Indiana Jones. But funny enough, no, like I've even shown you guys, I think pretty much every Xbox game might be coming towards PlayStation or the Switch. And that's why people are getting upset in this too as well. Now, on top of this, people are going to be, like they even said, people are going to be scared to buy an Xbox for Elder Scrolls 6 since they'll assume it's just going to be on the PS5 eventually. That's not a very good long-term business move, and I would agree, because if people know, and how I even just said this myself a minute ago, if people know that at some point it's going to come to console, they'll just wait. They're not going to buy a new Xbox. But it's also maybe just factors on into the same mindset that Xbox is trying to phase out the Xbox. We talked about that a little bit like this past few weeks, where like maybe they don't care. Like maybe they're like, yeah, it gives us a better excuse because maybe the Xbox Series S and X aren't selling well in the future, like the next generation. Fine, we can finally go drop the consoles. They're a headache anyway. Let's focus pure on Game Pass and selling games and being like a production unit. Think with like Call of Duty, think with making Halo everywhere. Like it makes sense. Like if people are on PC, focus on the PC market. If then you want to have people on the console, you get that win-win with PlayStation where they're basically doing all the hard work of selling consoles, marketing consoles, trying to go update their consoles or whatever it might be, and then you're still kind of happy at the end of the day. But people are upset about this too as well. That's why everyone said. That's why I say get to PC. That's kind of why I always say too in the first place. But yeah, a lot of people are trying to go and say if you keep on giving away your toys and getting none in return, I'm not going to play with you. I'm playing with the one that has yours and their exclusive toys too. So think PlayStation. They'll get all these games and also their exclusive games too as well. And I also could talk about this too on top of this one. Also keep in mind Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Last of Us, Horizon Forbidden West, God of War, Returnal, Uncharted, Ratchet & Clank, Days Gone, etc. all on Steam too, just on Xbox are. But at the same time, people are still buying the PlayStation consoles because they want that small time. It's kind of funny. Sometimes we have like their sassy response of this one, where like you just want to make sure that like the Xbox still gets the benefits, they still get the gusto, and people are sad about this too as well. And they're saying they also want to know about their digital library because if they want to phase out the Xbox or they have people kind of focus on the PlayStation 2, well, guess what? They're going to still, once again, want to go get PlayStation. Like, it's just how it works, too, as well. And a lot of folks, this is a very, very mimicked conversation, I would say. A lot of folks are worried about this. Because as well, even on Xbox, they even have things such as just, like, the title over here, just saying, damn. Xbox Era says Microsoft is planning to release Starfield on the PS5. Microsoft is said to be planning a launch on Starfield. And this is this response where people are just sad. People are just sad about it in the first place. And yeah, remember when exclusives used to be exclusives? Yeah, me neither. Why should we buy an Xbox? I guess Xbox lost in the end. And this is on the Xbox subreddit too as well. Stupid Yeah, Sony's executives would soon rather eat a truck full of rancid horse than release Spider-Man games on Xbox. And like, this is crazy. Rip Xbox then. This is disrespectful to Xbox fans. It's true that it's better, or of most people get to play stuff, but it benefits them, not the consumer. And people are getting upset because I do agree. Microsoft will make more money, but people who bought Xbox feel like a slap in the face. People who will support Xbox over time, slap in the face. Like, why not have PlayStation 2 as well? Sony has exclusives. Nintendo does too. Why does Xbox have to reward you for investing in their their ecosystem taking the risk, because you buying the Xbox was a risk too as well, and trusting them, but Game Pass doesn't really justify it because you can still get it on PC and they want to put it on PlayStation, Xbox. So people are kind of realizing that Xbox as a company is winning, but the consumer is losing at the end of the day. PlayStation people are winning. Switch people are winning. Xbox users are upset and sad because they're just they're like, look at this. If it's true, this Xbox hardware is finished, as I've been trying to say these past few weeks. So I want to hear your thoughts, because it's a little bit of a polarizing topic, and I feel sad for all the Xbox users out there. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below. We're probably live right this second a little bit. We also have the Weeble links too as well, and I appreciate y'all for watching. Give me your thoughts and comments down below.